Oh, DMX overdosed. Let me give y'all a little bit of history on cocaine. Some you never did cocaine. You're talking to a fucking expert if you don't see what my nose look like, right? It's very hard to overdose on cocaine and crack unless you mainlining that. When you mainline that, that's when you overdose. Look around. Y'all have really never seen a motherfucking crackhead overdose. You've really never seen a that was sniffing overdose, okay? Every time you take a hit of cocaine, your heart arrhythmia goes up anyway because that's what the drug does to you. It brings up. All right? So if any of you are out there saying, oh, DMX overdosed, it wasn't an overdose. It just would have happened that he had a heart attack while he was getting high because the cocaine might have did something to what was going on, but it wasn't because of the cocaine. You know how many times I done got high like a and I'm a skinny. I'll see that. Been skinny. I used to sniff 8 balls by myself, and there'll come a point at when I'm sniffing this 8 ball, my heart start jumping out my motherfucking chest, and I knew what to do for that. I'd go outside in the freezing motherfucking cold in my drawers and stand on the motherfucking patio. It's really a mental thing when it comes to your heart because the paranoia and the mental, it's really a mental up where you start thinking something is wrong with you and then your brain start bah. But then when you sit down and relax like I used to have to do when I sit on my patio in my drawers in the freezing cold, and then once my heart start going back right, you know what? I go back in the house and I finish the rest of that 8 ball. And guess what? As many times as my heart did that arrhythmic bull, I'm here talking to you today. And so, I'm just saying that y'all stop putting on my stop putting on them. Don't just because it got high, don't mean that mother. And so what if he was getting high? Only way you gonna really overdose on cocaine, motherfucker, is mainlining that shit. Sniffing that shit might add cause to whatever heart problems you got going on. Alright? But that's about it. Sniffing the shit, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you never seen a crackhead die of an overdose. Why? Because the high only lasts 15 minutes. That's why you see crackheads keep going and getting new crack. Because you don't overdose on this shit. You just want more of it. And you're talking to a fucking expert right now. And I don't want you motherfuckers to be putting that shit on my D. Alright? That the same label he wore on his back, I wear the same motherfucking label. Alright? But I want to put y'all up on some shit. Rarely do you see a mother overdose on some cocaine unless he's mainlining that mother. Alright? You smoking crack? If you mother sniffing, sniffing may add on to it, or maybe smoking crack may add on to some shit that you got going on already. Alright? And to me, I'm lucky because I got atrial fibrillation. If anybody knows what the is, that mean I could be sitting here right now, not smoking crack, not doing anything, and my heart will just start going boom, 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 boom. I had it since I was a kid, but I know how to control that. You take a deep breath. Anybody that has atrial fibrillation out here, let me tell y'all a little trick that works. You take a deep breath, you hold that mother, and then you push out until you have no air in your lungs, right? And what that does is, once you push all the air out in your lungs, your heart has to go boom, boom. It has to restart itself once you push all your air out. So anybody that has atrial fibrillation, instead of taking all that medicine that they have out here, what you do is you go to a quiet place because lots of times the noise and the aggravation around you will keep your shit going. And so what you do is you go to a quiet place. You sit back, you take a deep breath, and you, until your lungs can't take it anymore, and then you just blow out. Until your heart goes boom. 2 or 3 times of this, you'll learn this technique. And anytime you have atrial fibrillation and your heart starts jumping and running for the medicine is no good. This is a condition, it's just aggravating. It's not life-threatening, but it's an aggravation to you. And this is coming from a sniffed a lot of cocaine, okay? So, if anything, I should have been overdosed. Because I do have a heart arrhythmia already. So stop putting that shit on my... And D, the universe takes care of itself. God takes care of his own, okay? So you'll be alright, my brother. And whatever happens, happens. You and your creator know what's going on. My prayers up to you, brother. But the rest of y'all that never touched a drug in your life, take it from Mr. Cocaine himself and stop putting that shit out there. Alright? Like I said, if anything, it wasn't cocaine or whatever the you say. D had a problem already. Okay? That's what the it was. Appreciate y'all. It's your man Shizzle. 1 time for your mind, 2 time for your soul. Just trying to educate the people on what going on. And all you people out there with you know what the I'm saying, cause you got it. Try that technique that I just showed you. You'll see it'll work. Appreciate you. 1 time for your mind, 2 time for your soul. Ain't nothing standing between you and success, but air and opportunity. It's your man Shizzle with a Whistle. Appreciate you.
Shane really went into detail. He definitely got a lot of knowledge when it comes down to cocaine, nah man. DMX should have never take drugs from the get-go, nah man. Living a clean life is the way to go, man. Remember, bad company ruins good morals, man. DMX got tricked by his own friends into cracks. Now you conceptualize what I mean by it. Surround yourself with good people. Socialize with good people. DMX would still be alive if he would not take them drugs. DMX, he had a good soul, a good spirit. He was a family man. He was taking care of his kids, of his wife, and everybody around him. But them drugs, the industry, they started changing his mindset, and that's when the downfall started, step by step, until he died. Rest in peace, X. Look at me, man. I never took drugs, never went to clubs. Look at me.
Profit, muscle.
Yeah. The only man in the world who can do handstand push-ups with his fist.
Roger, tell these mother subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Oh, they got you.